Solo necesitas tener fe.
Ya, voy por ese loco. He pasado más de una hora.
Nena, es Martín. El pibe es mi mejor amigo. Y conociéndolo, probablemente todavía está alucinando con los hongos que se metió.
Estás loca, Elisa. Ya es muy tarde para andar sola.
Estoy en sintonía con la naturaleza, Kata. Estaré bien.
Really loved the camera work. I thought that was excellent, and I thought the cinematography was really good. I especially really liked when Martin finds the GoPro, and then we get to see a lot of the GoPro images, and I thought that was really cool. And I thought that really added to the film, and I thought it was something different that I hadn't seen, so I thought that was really cool. In terms of lighting, I thought having to shoot basically in the darkness and still being able to basically see everything was really good. The use of also some of the reds at the end, once the last person is caught, I thought that was really cool as well, because she's doing a prayer and all that, and even the prayer can't save her. So I thought that was really good for Kata. What I really also liked, even like the small little things like the double entendre about bringing protection, while like Elise and Thomas are having basically an affair with each other. So I thought that, on top of the fact that now he actually brought his gun with him for something that's really serious, I thought that was a cool double entendre. And in a general sense, I thought the special effects were really good. So whoever was in charge of that, I think they did an amazing job. I thought it was really good. I thought the actors were great too. I feel like they kind of had a lot of really good chemistry, and I feel like they kind of gave off the impression that they had been friends for a while, that maybe there was like a rift in all of their relationships. So I thought that was really great as well. So overall, I thought it was a really cool film, and I really liked the premise, and also the people playing the little demons also were really good.
It had a very sort of moody and sinister approach with the style that I thought worked quite well. I felt it had a reality bending kind of aesthetic that was carried well by the acting performances, which I thought were quite grounded and realistic in comparison. So I thought the piece had a really sort of strong stylistic balance that made it feel like much bigger than it was, and it didn't feel like it was limited by the set pieces. And I thought that the ending had a sort of mixed approach. It was a sort of like almost dance sequence set up towards the end. A lot of interesting contrast with light and dark that I thought worked well in creating a very sort of stark cinematic experience, and I thought worked well in making the piece feel like a feature film.
POV shooting style made popular in the Blair Witch Project. I said the camera is not turned on the subject, but we feel like it's a GoPro on a bike helmet that is capturing something, pursuing the subject as he flees away. So it's more of an action shot, a POV action shot. Discovery of this video sends the 4 other characters on their own journey of discovering if the video was real, if the video was fake. Some are very frightened by it. Some are still not convinced. So as true to this horror genre, they go to explore in the woods, and the one that is not convinced becomes the first victim. The performances in this are convincing. Great use of light with the flashlights to be the main illumination. It really aids in the fear aspect of this piece. This is also the case of that lighter once the flashlights were gone. The bump in the night aspect is in full play here. And when we see the thing that is haunting them or pursuing them, it does surprise us because it's not what we expect. The use of light in the scene where we see flashes of the man approaching him from behind was really great.
We get that campy horror. We get that found footage. We get the psychological drama. We get even the creature feature aspect. Did I say that? There's a lot of different twists and turns here. We get to see gore in the carcass way. We get to see horror, built up through the music and the use of sound and the play with lighting of, lightness and darkness. Horror movies when it's dark and in the woods, it's an interesting way to play on fear. And I think the actors really pair and work very strongly together, and to have the final girl, you know, fall into this religious aspect, so to speak, when it comes to life and death. I think that really falls into step with the horror world.
One of the things that stood out the most to me was the location itself. It was very damp, dreary, and they did a really good job of showcasing darkness while also making sure that we were still able to see what exactly was going on. Uh, it got everything it needed to. It basically was able to get everything it needed to get done to create this terrifying atmosphere without making us feel lost and confused on what's going on.
Great opening, really scary, really drew me in right away. I thought there were a lot of great, perfect creepy sounds and music throughout. Really nice camera angle at the point when the main girl who stayed back is on the porch, and then the creepy person's at the end of the porch. Just really cool shot there. I really wrote down the line that I thought was really great, which was, "I'm sure he'll bring protection this time." So that made me laugh. I think the acting was good. And the thriller, the keeping me in suspense was good, and it was really creepy idea. So it just reminded me, it was a little too overboard on the whole, okay, they wouldn't do that type of thing for some reason for me. But I know a lot of horrors are like that.